Bonanza, do you have any problems getting to your position? Huh. Nick retrieves his stuff from the storage track. Nick! Lulu! Oh, Nick Melroth! This is Lulu! Welcome back! I was starting to worry you might never return. Well, did you accomplish what you set out to do? Did you find all the plants and people we need to turn Lulutopia into a green and pleasant land? This ragtag rabble you've dragged along with you wouldn't be our new citizens, would they? Hello, you must be Lulu. My name's Rosie. We heard all about you on the boat ride over from Furrowfield. And yes, we're here to help. Blimey heck, so is this the famous Isle of Awakening, is it? I'm very happy to be here. I ain't never been on Furrowfield before. How did you manage without us, Lulu? That Scallywinkle stealing screwball didn't try anything funny again, did he? Actually, more or less, how did you survive all those months? Are you even capable of finding Scallywinkles and cooking them? What did you use as food? Seaweed? This island is barren, so... And we were pretty long on Furrowfield, you know? I think I left at least a gap of half a year between episodes at one point. Not at all. In fact, we got along like a house on fire. That funny old fellow told me everything there is to know about this island. Bahaha! You speak of the far-famed Hairy Hermit, yes? You must introduce us, post haste. The meeting of our island's masters can brook no delay. I think he gave the island to me, so I'm the island's master. Maybe you should comb that beard first. You look like a bush that's been dragged through another bush backwards. Oh, damn. Especially because she started off with Lulutopia again. Who am I rooting for this time? Bonanza or Lulu? Both of them are trying to get in my personal social space that I don't like. So maybe they can take out each other? Please? Ah, Nick! I just remembered something that completely slipped me not. This is a postbox. Now your mates on Furrowfield can send you letters by sea snail mail. Semaphore can't hold a flag to that. Isn't that just mail? Because many delivery that go cross oceans are by boat. They are not going by airplane, you know. So that's... Yeah, if it were to be by airplane, that would be express mail. But by boat, it's just mail. Oh, how wonderful. Seffi will be able to keep me informed on all the comings and goings back home. I'll give you a shout whenever a letter arrives. You'll have to come and collect them, though. I get landsick if I stray too far from my ship. And that's actually another reason why it's so weird that we don't get to build a village over here. No, Nick. Take me to this mountaintop temple where the Hairy Hermit resides. If no one will introduce me, I shall introduce myself. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whatever else is watching. My name is Nick, and we are playing once more Dragon Quest Builders 2. on the Nintendo Switch too. Previously, we left Furrowfield after having defeated the Brainy Baboon, and you know what? Let's get going to the... Please, Lulu, tell me those are two new Scallywinkles, and they aren't the same Scallywinkles that I put on here when I left. Because those guys will be burned by now, if not rotten. Well, we had to say goodbye to Saffron and Clayton and Maria, and came here with other Furrowfielders. So now it's time to go to the Isle of Awakening. The Isle of Awakening is similar to what Terra Incognita was for Dragon Quest Builders 1. It is a area or a roaming field where you can build freely to your own devices, to your own liking, and you have the entire island actually to build. Well, not the entire island just yet, but large portions of it. And what you can build here depends on how far you've progressed in the main story. The difference between Terra Incognita and the Isle of Awakening... Sorry, I was thinking if that the phone was ringing again, because I had scrapped a recording already because a phone call came right at the beginning. Yeah, you can build with the recipes that are available to you, that you have unlocked. However, the biggest difference is that the Isle of Awakening is also part of the main story. There are story beats here, and my advice is to follow these story beats first before you start to build freely wherever you want to go. Because these story beats can interfere with whatever you are going to build out there if you build too early. Ho, you're back, Nick, and you brought some new friends with you. That's quacking! It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Hermit. We've come all the way from Furrowfield. Nick said we could live here, so here we are. We're looking forward to helping him make this place into a proper paradise. It's smashing to have you here, young lady. Welcome to the Isle of Awakening. Well, Nick, hadn't you better knock a few houses together for our new residents? Nah, mate. I came here to, build stuff. Not to get stuff built for me. Yeah. We were all talking about it on the boat. And now I'm totally stoked to get started. That's the spirit, Brittany. That's the spirit. Although, focusing on a few facilities at first for survival would be a good thing. Such as food and somewhere to dump your poop. Why? Well, I need this night soil. You're right. We was cooped up on that ship for bliming ages, and now we're here. We'll be darned if we ain't gonna make nothing. How long is this ship trip in days actually, or something? Or even hours? Maybe it's days? Whatever. What? Are you telling me that you're all builders? Well, that's a bombshell. Long have I dreamed of the day a bevy of builders would set foot on this island's soil.
Speaking of which, this soil of yours is in a terrible state. You'll have to be getting that sorted before any proper building can begin.
That's a splendid suggestion, Wrigley. As soon as we have some lovely, healthy soil, we can start growing our crops. I know a bang place to do that, the Green Gardens. You just have to head northeast until you bump into a stone tablet. Let's go! A new destination has been added in that direction. The quickest way to get there is to hop off this cliff.
Do you want to kill us? Really?
Then you can use your windbreakers to ride the breeze all the way down.
How did you know that we have a windbreaker?
Have you been spying on us while we were in Furrowfield, Mr. Hermit? I nearly forgot the most important thing, the real reason you worked up here too. See me. You've brought me some mini medals, haven't you? And you'll be wanting to trade them for treasure. Whenever you got a nice little collection going, just come and find me. Then hit X and we can do a swap.
And this is what you use the mini medals for. You give these mini medals to the Hairy Hermit. Well, in total we have 10, as you can see.
Ho! Have the mini medals tickled your fancy? It's good to know we share a common interest. You see, I'm rather an avid collector of mini medals. I'll even swap them for my treasures.
Ooh, I hope they are good treasures.
Sniff. Unless I'm mistaken, that's the unmistakable whiff of mini medals. Let's see now. Ho! You've got 10 mini medals there. I see. I'll take them if you don't mind. For hitting one medal, I'll give you a pair of geeky specs.
A pair of geeky specs.
These things are not something you get or are usable tools or something that's going in your inventory. This is a customization option for the well, how does that mirror thing actually is called again? Well, you can customize your avatar, the builder, with it. Let me put it this way. For reaching the 4 medal mark, I'll teach you to make player lyres. The Lyre of Ire, or actually, this is the Lyre of Slime Immemorial from Dragon Quest Builders 1. Makes its return here. However, it functions slightly different than what it did for back in the first Dragon Quest Builders game, which I'll be going over later. For hitting 4 medals, I'll give you a copy of Bustling Streets. Okay, I'll go over that later as well, but as you can see, it has a music note, so it has to do with music. For hitting 10 medals, I'll give you a bow. Just like the specs, this is a customization option in your
What was it again? In the mirror part thingy. As things stand, you've brought me a total of 10 mini medals. Make that 14 and I'll teach you the recipe for a set of Middenhall garb. Wouldn't that be nice? And I also learned now the recipes to make it. Well, young builder, how does it feel to pocket your very first accessory? If you want to put it on, just use a dressing table. Of course, the glasses and the bow you can put them on the dressing table. And you can chop and change your appearance however you like. If you know the recipe, go ahead and bang one together. If not, I seem to recall one knocking about in the green garden somewhere. Well, we don't know the recipe yet. That one will be coming later. That we learn that, because it also requires a material that we cannot collect at this moment. We do not have the utilities nor the facilities to create that material. Okay, if you want to look at the mini medals, I think... Yeah, if you talk to him again, he will show you, and you don't have any mini medals, he will show you the entire list of actual treasures that he will give you for the mini medals and how many you need to get in total. The 10 mini medals that you've collected already still count towards the Middenhall garb. In other words, you don't need to get, how do I say it, 14 more mini medals. No, you only need to get 4 more mini medals in order to collect this Middenhall garb recipe. And the same goes with the tunes, mustache and Draggy cat ears. So, yeah. And on the Isle of Awakening, we will get a second means by collecting mini medals, which I will go over at the time it presents itself for the first time. Okay, let's get going then to the Green Gardens. Which you will find in this direction. As you can see, the marker is also over there already. Whee! Boom! Oh, actually I kind of failed. I should have looked backwards, because you would have had a really nice train of Windbreakers going over there. This is a stone tablet that Hairy Hermit talked about. Is this the stone tablet Old Whitebeard told us about? Ho, indeed it is, Melworth, my boy. This tablet was knocked together by the last builder who lived here. A mysterious and magical creation. It reacts to the innermost thoughts of the island's master. When an idea materializes in their mind, it will be etched into the stone itself. That means you, Nick, you must consider the needs of the island and its inhabitants, and what you must build to fulfill those needs. Once you have decided your goals, it's time for the tablet to work its magic and set it all in stone. Literally. Let's see. What do we need? Well, that pink squirmy thing said the soil here was in a bad way. That seems like an important thing to fix. And I don't mean to grow crops or farm animals or anything so practical as that. What this island needs is nature. You want us to build nature? Images of a country village nestled between a lush forest and a sparkling stream swirl around Nick's mind. Ooh, and I write it in my book and hey! It appears on the tablet. Okay, we have 3 tablet targets. The first one, make a river. A ground around the tablet is cracked and dry. It would be better if it was wetter, so build a raging river. Make a meadow. An arid wasteland stretches out before you. If it was a big, beautiful meadow instead. What a wonderful sight. In this case, here you need the bottomless pot to make waterways. This you need worm food to make a meadow. Make a forest. Building a builder's paradise will require a lot of wood. Work with Wrigley to build a forest that will satisfy your hunger for lumber. This requires... how do we say it? This requires... woody goodies. As you can see, make a meadow and make a forest. Have 0 out of 10 or 0 out of 5. I will go over later what that means. Make a river is just a percentage of how far we progressed in the story on making that actual damn river. This is something you don't have to worry about at all. These numbers are some things to consider though. You want to make a river, a meadow and a forest. Bwahaha! If you're nothing if not ambitious, my boy. When I said this island needed nature, I didn't actually expect you to make it. This is rather a bigger undertaking than searing a scallywinkle, you know? Do that. Lulu, what do you think I have been doing on Furrowfield all this time? I have been making nothing but nature over there. Also farmland, but it requires nature. I've never thought of creating a landscape from scratch before, but now you mention it, I think you and Lulu could really be on to something. Who better to green it up than us farmers? I ain't never been prouder to say I'm a Furrowfieldian born and bred. Yeah, man! Hey Nick, while we're busy prettying this place up, how about you build us those new cribs your hermit mate promised us? Do that! Didn't you say you wanted to build first instead of having to worry about... Okay. A most excellent idea. What better way to put all the items we brought with us to good use. That chest is jam-packed with the awesomest things Furrowfield has to offer. It's all like useful and ass. Useful ass? Gosh, these new Furrowfieldians of yours are certainly raring to go. Did something happen on Furrowfield that I should know about? If you joined us, you would know. But yeah, we kind of fought a giant ape. Well, whatever the reason, I think their passion for building might be rubbing off on me. Perhaps I'll even join in the building work myself. Well, of course you will, if you want to live here. Otherwise I'm definitely gonna kick you off. At least make yourself useful. Okay, Lulu has a mission for us, but first I actually want to go over this thing. This is the builder's workstation, and each time we finish an island we can upgrade it. Crafting station upgraded. Nick remembers all the recipes he learned on Furrowfield. Now all the recipes we got in Furrowfield are now also available on here, with the exception of the Water of Life. But all the other recipes that we could build on that one workstation is available here. And more. Ho ho ho! So you've upgraded your builder's workbench, have you? That workbench is a little different from the other crafting stations you've used before. It's imbued with building spirit. You just have to pay your respects to the builders of yore by spending a few gratitude points, and you can unlock new recipes. Use this workbench well, and this place will be a builder's paradise in no time. Ooh. Well, let's take a look at this, shall we? This one looks a little bit different. It has several categories instead of a long list that you can scroll down. But as you can see, all the consumables that we had are still here, including the bustling streets. However, we already have one. You don't need to make another one. But I'll get back to that later. We also have our workstations that we can build. Oh, if we want to build a new one, we need cabbage seed, wheat seed, sugarcane seed, tomato seed, pumpkin seed and wood. Okay. That's one thing. Well, these are building blocks. These are the blocks that we have gained access to. There are locks at this. I will go over that later. But we can be the recipes we have been given is wooden wall from Dragon Quest Builders 1, plumberry lumber. This is actually the thing I did want to use for the corners instead of the floorboards, but I used the floorboards instead for a little bit on Furrowfield. Softwood, sooty softwood. We have a red brick wall, straw flooring, floorboard, wooden floor, hardwood tile, padded floor, crazy paving, red brick floor, mud brick wall, slimy block, vertical log, ropey vertical log, a length of trimmed timber shaved to perfect point, or a sharpened log, a horizontal log, ropey horizontal log, diagonal fencing. If you're wondering, hey, you already have one, but you still have to unlock it. Yeah, I picked one up on the, how do I say it? On Furrowfield. So, yeah. Wooden fencing. We have wooden handrail. A brick border. We have plank pathway. Oh. We have the wooden grating. We have a basic bridge. Wooden steps and wooden ladder under the building blocks. We have fixtures. That is a simple door. We have sluice gate. We have a straw door, one that we still know from the very first game. A rustic door. We have a drapery. We have a wooden gate. Doormat. Porch window and the arch windows. The ridged wooden roofings. Actually, the roofings and all that kind of stuff. And a chimney. This is new. Well, we see this ones again. The consumables. Planting poles. Scarecrow. Planter. Pet bowling. Ooh, this one is different. Okay, but as you can see, we have various new recipes along with the recipes that we learned on Furrowfield. Ooh, one more thing. This is the colossal coffer from the very first game. However, it does not function like a colossal coffer. We have the bag instead. Instead, the colossal coffer functions pretty much like a chest. Except it takes up the space of 6 chests. No? 18 chests. 18 chests, yeah. It is a 3x3 and 2 high. We have our more old things that are now available, and we have the layer of ire, or the player layer in this case. We have our Draki statues and all that kind of stuff. Wall hangings, where we can find our towel and the nameplate. Clothing sacks. We have equipment. Some equipment can be made on here. This is a villager vesture, just like Saffron and Lillian are wearing. And Lulu. And this is the farming gear. And that's pretty much all of it that we have at this moment. These things are still grayed out because we don't have any recipes underneath it. All is pretty much the, well, what you could have surmised. How the original crafting station looked like. These are consumables by crafting. I don't know what the difference is between those. These are locked recipes. Locked recipes, you need to unlock them by spending gratitude points. Yes, you will be getting gratitude points on the Isle of Awakening. However, I would suggest not to spend them just yet. At this moment, there are a couple of things that take priority over for spending gratitude points. And I suggest you follow the story along for that first to find out what that is. So don't start spending them. And you have to spend gratitude points where there are pink locks. The green locks, as you can see, recruit animals to the Isle of Awakening. They unlock as soon as you... Well, how do I say it? Complete a certain objective. Green locks are always like that. Collect rubies in this instance. What do we have here? Build freshwater tiles on the Isle of Awakening. And it says tiles, 50 of them. Again, I will come back to that later. But yeah, as you are unlocking things, so you have a piano which requires 15 different rooms to build. You need 10 different flowers for this one, frame flowers. You need to build meadow tiles, 30 in total for this one. And that is pretty much, you unlock these recipes by doing stuff. Okay, now that we have done that, why the heck are there so many chimeras over there? Weird. Okay. Lulu, you have a mission for us. You want to build a river, don't you? Well, it just so happens that I know the perfect place. You see, while you and Melroth were off adventuring, I was out exploring every day. I actually got to know the lay of the land here rather well. Ho ho ho! Well then, let our resident explorer Lulu guide you to the site of this river to be. Actually, Lulu, because I had to start the save game over again, I have been exploring this island also, pretty much. No, actually I haven't. But I have played the game a lot, quite often, that I do know what is where and what can be done with the certain things. As you head out into the great unknown, do not fear. Should you lose your bearings, you can warp straight back to this tablet. I'll be up at the temple watching your heart at work. Come and find me when you're finished. Come along then, let's go and get this river running. Can you see those highlands over there? You mean the ones over there? Pretty much, yeah. I think that would be the perfect spot for the source of our river. A river in the highlands? Pah! Are you mad? Rivers are supposed to wind through valleys, not right on top of hills. Everybody knows that. Oh, that was Bonanzo. Bonanzo! Those valleys become valleys because rivers run through them. One of the ways that valleys actually start or actually become things is that to have a river run through them long enough that it tears away the land around it. In the other words, rivers can only flow from higher places to lower places. So please shut up. Hold on, Bonanzo, it sounds like Lulu has a plan. Let's head up there and see what we can see. Last one there's a rotten egg. Where do these people get their energy? Very well, this way. Also, they left us behind this treasure chest. You can pick this up. This treasure chest will have wood, grass fiber, well, tomato seeds to start with, wheat seeds to start with, some sugarcane, as if we haven't had enough sugarcane seedlings, some tomato seeds and pumpkin seeds, some nightsoil, grass seeds and acorns, and some scarecrow. Everything you need to at least start the beginnings of a good set of nature. I suggest just break this and collect it. Also, one more thing. If you look at the map, yes, the stone tablet is a warp spot, just as the temple at the top. So why are you... now you might be thinking, hey, why did we run to the temple instead of warping? Because we could have warped from the docks to the temple. Because I liked it. I like running. And I thought, hey, it gave me some additional time. Also, bring along this thing. You're gonna need it. And of course, there are always some... We have had a ghost like you, and he was our friend. You, on the other hand, don't look like one. Of course, now we have to follow Lulu. Don't go too far ahead of Lulu. Because Lulu will stop at certain points, waiting for us, and if we are faster than her, she is not going... Oh, she's actually going to catch up. That's new. No way. Now you're waiting. Okay, now you're coming again. That's why I said don't go too fast for her. Because, well, let's get going. But then again, I also don't want to be the last one. Lulu can be the rotten egg. Okay. And as usual, Lulu is the rotten egg. Well, what do you make of the view, Nick? Well, the view is pretty. And if you actually look like the land, it seems as if there used to be a river down here as well. Do you see how the ground below is a different color? I believe that's an old riverbed. If we could create some kind of water source at the top of this cliff, we'd soon have the whole thing filled with water again. Hang on a minute! Lulu, this is a bliming big river. You're after, ain't it? Nick's a builder, not a miracle worker. Dude, we got the bottomless pot. Well, I for one think it's a wonderful idea. This goes far beyond making tasty recipes or beautiful buildings. You would have us remake the landscape itself. There's just one thing I haven't figured out. How in the world will we get a river's worth of water up here? Well, leave that to me. That's what we got on Furrowfield. But that's something we have to talk to Rosie for. Okay, we are going to get attacked now by every ant possible. I want to end the episode right here. Next episode we are going to talk to Rosie and start us a river down below. Well, this is pretty much what we are going to be working on, this area. This is what we are going to make greener and greener again. I thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, if you liked the Let's Play, or if you just like Dragon Quest Builders, leave down a like. If you didn't like it, well, then leave a dislike. I thank you all for watching and I hope to see you again next time when we continue to terraform, well, the Green Gardens. Until then, bye!